Should Christians be afraid of getting hurt? There's often this thing that I say to my friends whenever I do something that some people consider sketchy, and it's that I am God's property. If God desires for me to be broken or vandalized, that's for Him to decide and not for me. I think North American Christians are often afraid of getting physically hurt. But at the same time, I see no biblical or even traditional precedent for this, for those who have their eyes fixed on God. What I think of specifically is the apostles, Paul and John and Peter and John, being flogged in the Sanhedrin by the religious leaders. And they leave that place after being physically beaten up, praising God, rejoicing that they were considered worthy to suffer for His name. And what do they do afterwards? They gather with the body of believers and they pray for more boldness. The same thing that got them beat up in the first place. They didn't ask for discernment so they could avoid this persecution and oppression. They asked for more boldness. Now, this doesn't mean we are to call to seek out persecution, that we're trying to anger the authorities that God put above us. First or Second Peter makes that clear, to submit to the authorities, to honor the emperor, even when he burns Christians alive. And Peter as well, when he was freed from the jail cell, he didn't go immediately preach in the temples, but rather he did leave the city. But another time, there were the apostles who were freed from the jail cell, and then they go and they proclaim the gospel back in the temples. And so all I really want to say and challenge you with is, do you value your life here on earth? How much value do you place on your life here on earth? Are you willing for God to do whatever He wants with your physical body? Even if that means if that means physical assault or anything else. I think the Bible is clear that Christians should not be afraid of getting physically, emotionally, mentally hurt. In fact, I think the extent to which you're able to love is proportional to your ability to be hurt. In other words, if you will never position yourself in a way where someone could hurt you, you will neither be able to show them any significant amount of love or accept any significant amount of love. And so I believe God calls us to prioritize loving others and being unafraid of being hurt, even though it does not mean being foolhardy. Yeah, friends, that's my thoughts for tonight. God bless you.